What is up, YouTube? It's Seth again with another deck profile. Today I'll be profiling one of my favorite decks in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it is Phantom Knights. I recently played in two tournaments this week for locals, one at my shop and one at another card store, and I went first at both, undefeated. I only had one tie. Um, I changed the deck list a little bit from the first tournament, but this is pretty much what I've been playing, what I've been testing with, and what I'll continue to try to kind of play within the meta that's going on now. So we're just going to get right into it. So for the Phantom Knight lineup, we have 3 Torn Scales. This is your best card in the deck. It facilitates all your Phantom Knight combos, and it's like a 1.5 full combo. And then 3 of the next best one, which is Boots. Boots special summons if you control Phantom Knights, and then it banishes from the grave to search for one of your traps, essentially. 2 Cloak, pretty cut dry, and then 1 Gloves, 1 Greaves. This is a standard lineup for your Phantom Knights. It really doesn't change too much. It's about as correct as it can be. And then for the traps, to finish off the Phantom Knight engine, it's just 3 Fogblade and 1 Wing. So I'm not playing the Shade Brigadine because I kind of want to keep it at a clean 40. And of course we do play the Brave engine, so a little bit more concise here too. I play 3 Right, the Fateful, and the Dracoback, as well as 1 Water Enchantress and 1 Griffin. There was times I did wish I had another Water Enchantress or a Legal Knight to search through Fateful, as it kind of just stuck there and was dead after I used Enchantress the first time, and Griffin got outed in some way. But again, these cards can brick. You don't want to, just play one engine. You want to mesh all engines together. So this is about as concise as I could get the package, and still being effective, because you almost always see the package in this deck through Cherubini and Water Enchantress being a level 3. Then the next engine I played is the Kashtira. So I played 3 Fenrir, 3 Rise Heart, 3 Unicorn, 3 Birth, and 1 Planet. Again, just trying to keep it as concise as possible. These kind of get you to where you need to go to put an extra layer. With the Phantom Knight engines, you'll see kind of why I'm playing them with the extra deck as well. But just as this plays through, Phantom Knight plays through the graveyard, these play through graveyard and banish, so they kind of, correlate through there. And them just means some big bodies and generating extra advantage to get into your link climbs or your XZ's plays is great. And then being able to make an Arise Heart turn 1 is a great floodgate to have, especially after you set up your whole board. So we have the 3 Etali, of course, the 1 Rhoda, the 1 Tracker, and the 1 Welder. So these are the last of the deck. It's a clean 40, I believe. Just, another way to get a level 3 out to get Cherubini. Cherubini's full combo if you can get to it. And these, I know some people try to cut Etali to 2. I think that's completely incorrect. You want to see it, and if you don't need it, it's free discard fodder. So why would I cut down on it? In my opinion, that's just wrong. I like to see as much gas as I can in my hand. As you notice, I don't play any hand traps, so there's nothing to conflict with any of my deck. Extra deck is the only thing that's still kind of testing. It is super tight. So I do play 1 Baron. You Etali out a tuner, and then your Kashtira is 7s as well as your Griffin. So if you use Griffin, you just go into plays with the token, and if you use Kashtira, then you just bring it back off of Birth. And then for the XZs, I play 2 Breaksword. You use 1 for the first combo to set up a pop on your opponent's turn. Use the second to OTK on turn 2. For the last 3, I play Levy. And then for the 4s, I play Raider's Knight. Raider's Knight's for the OTK because it's the Arc Rebellion play. Pop Breaksword, bring back 2. Get into Raider's Knight to Rebellion, put up as much bodies on board, and then, try to put up damage for the game. And then for the small 7 lineup is Shangri-La, Arise Heart, and Big Eye. The Arise Heart's insane. Shangri-La's insane. It does add an extra layer of advantage through the deck. And then the last XZ's is Zeus. Zeus, because you play so much Xyz, why not? I mean, you know, you end on it if you have to. If you weren't able to kill or go for lethal, then you end on a Zeus and pray that you get it to the next turn. And if you do Zeus your board, it does not matter as you're playing in the grave as it is. The links are really small and low right now. 1 IP, 1 Cherubini, 1 Rusty for combo. These are almost mandatory. IP gets you out of a lot of sticky situations with your tokens, with your nib, anything like that, and kind of puts up to where you can go ahead and still do something and not just kind of end there. And then for the last of the links is 1 Unicorn and 1 Access Code. Mine the most. I played 1 Ogre. It was for the E-Tally target if I needed, as well as some people play Runix at my locals. Hits the Fountain, just, you know, a good card overall. 2 Nib, I hate seeing 2 Nib in hand, so that's why I don't side in the third. But Nibiru is great. It hits Kashtira. It hits, you know, random rogue decks. And on a lot of decks, it can just end a turn if you do it at the right time. And then 1 Raigeki, 2 MST, just for extra kind of, you know, either you got to bait the negate or you're going to, you know, pay some price for it. MST is really good because it's a quick play, so if by the off chance they make you go first, it's still, you know, an interruption you can set. Same reason for 3 Chalice, 3 Book, and 3 Imperm. 2 quick effects. You know, Chalice is good for the Rise Heart because you can't play through a macro. Book's good for pretty much any matchup, in my opinion. And it kind of gets you around Floodgate monsters and monsters with Omni Negates because it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. Same thing with Imperm. Imperm's the only one you complete. That's like a hand trap, though. I may take out the books for actual hand traps like an Ash, but so far this worked fine. But that's the deck. It did really good. The only thing, like I said, I would change is maybe the extra deck. Doing the Xyz plays can get you hurt by 1 card, which I don't like. But there is other lines you can take as well. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything, comments, concerns, anything, just go ahead and put them down below, and I'll see you next time.